says what?
What do you got going? It doesn't say, it doesn't matter what it says. It matters if you can see it.
There you go. Streaming started less than 1 minute ago. Still waiting.
Great delayed.
Hmm.
Or is it that delayed? I'm not, it won't be that delayed. Look at, go back to your,
On the
Streamlabs?
Streamlabs? Yeah,
yeah, see, so it won't, it's delayed to them,
But
but
not
not
to
to us, which
us.
makes it confusing.
right. It'll be interesting to see if the chat comes up there.
So chat something. Interesting YouTube.
Here we go.
Sure. So wasn't there a way to make this like bigger, right? Ooh, done it. What was that about? Was it some sort of analytics? Or wasn't there a way to like make this bigger, right? Remember when we saw the thing? Thought there was a way in that studio thing to make the dashboard bigger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I don't remember how. I mean, you just have to fuss with it.
Well, I tried to, it says, edit your stream description, view your live in the browser, go to dashboard live. Is that thing called the chat room or something?
You guys tired from your walk, huh?
Yeah, it's night game. Chat size text.
There you go.
Tell me what it's. How about that?
Yeah, what's that say? Rep and time fitness. Hey, Jen?
Is that too big?
No, I don't think so.
That's how big it's gonna be?
I think that's fine.
Or do you want me to go?
That's fine. Actually, that's better. I can't read it that well. Well, hello. How are you today? Our crew keeps getting smaller. Cindy's working. Jeff has family. Other Jeff's out of town. We're not sure if OG is going to come. The kids went out to eat because they didn't want to lift with us. They want to lift later. We're no fun. Basically what it comes down to. So we're going to do, let's see, today we have board presses with slingshots, yeah? And some decline, close grip, some log pressing, stuff like that. Should be a good time. No. Squirrel. Brody must have ran with the pups because they're like panting hard. Oh, all right. Alexa, play us some music.
Here's a station you might like. Disturbed on Amazon Music.
Go. Alexa, volume 25. All right, what's on your bench day today? You hitting some singles, hitting some reps. What's going on? Like our bench day was, what's today? Wednesday, Sunday, I think. Deadlift days tomorrow.
You see it okay?
What's that?
See it okay?
Yeah, yeah.
Too big?
No, it's not too big. Is that Rebecca? Hi, Rebecca.
Rebecca Scott.
Rebecca Scott. He's gonna work. One's benching later today. I think OG's gonna show up.
Didn't say he wasn't, so I'm gonna say yes.
Whoa.
There we go.
Hey, what's up?
How's it going?
Pretty good, actually.
No petting?
I see ya.
You went all the way from there to there and into that.
Biting, to biting, just to right to biting, right to biting, right to biting. Is that what you do? You just right to biting?
That is accessory.
I know. I know. No, I know.
Gotta get all the smells and sensations off.
I know. I know. I know.
My legs are still racked from squat day.
I was pretty right. I was
Hi.
pretty right for my next scene
Hello.
until about halfway through the day.
Yeah.
Day or once a day.
What? What? What's going on? What's going on? What?
Oh,
What? Slobber. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Hey, you're a good boy too. You're a good boy too. Yes, you're both good boys. You're both good boys.
Here, watch it.
Oh. Gotta take her. You help me stretch, but. I got slobbered. This is motivation. Oh yeah, Disturbed Radio get you going. We're going YouTube Live today. That's it. See if it's less glitchy that way.
I'm gonna need some painter expertise after we're done.
Painter?
Oh, sure. We'll get painter expertise now.
And hitting the pro out or put out the agony logo.
Emily Chow. Slow rolling into this workout here. Where's everybody from? We're outside of Charlotte. You know you had a good squat day when you're back is sore. Along with everything else. Saginaw, Michigan, but South Carolina. We grew up in Rochester, Michigan, but both my grandmas were from Flint. And actually, I think I had a great aunt in Saginaw. But we all like to move down south, right? Because it's so cold up there. Yeah, the hounds have the big hound howl. Everyone in our neighborhood can hear them like miles away. They're so loud. I like to roll over this football. Just kind of helps lower my back, or helps loosen up my back, and helps my chest get up so I can get in a pretty good arch when we're doing any sort of bench exercises. So we started with a deflated football, and then we've pumped it up to where now I can lay over it with it pretty full to kind of just help increase your arch and flexibility just a little bit. So I do that before I warm up, and then I actually warm up with the football underneath my back during the warm-ups also.
Yeah,
We started doing that from the very beginning.
yeah, it's probably, if you complete it with water, then it's a water base, and if it's a water base, it's gonna raise the grain more than oil or alcohol. Yeah.
Because most likely you gotta sand them so it'll stick again, right?
Oh, well, I mean, not to make it stick, but really to finish it off right, you do.
So you need to sand it?
Sand it, just light tack cloth it. I don't think we got any fine grit sandpaper though.
Yeah. You gotta get tack cloths and just get some 220.
Repentine Finis is from Saginaw, Michigan, but currently in South Carolina.
The Zilwaukee Bridge, was he there when the Zilwaukee Bridge went falling down? Right, wasn't that what it was called?
I don't think it fell, it just didn't connect.
No, it went.
They came at some point together when it first built, and they were off like that. And they're like,
But I think the Zilwaukee Bridge did that same thing, that video you saw in like high school where the wind hit it at the certain moment and it just.
Yeah, I don't know.
I watched this show called like investigating like major disasters and what caused them. Like there was an I-35 bridge in Minnesota that like went down like with cars on 110 cars on it during rush hour. Just went like it literally just went like this into the fucking Mississippi River. 100 people died or something like that. And they went back and investigated. And they said, well, the first flaw was Eisenhower started the interstate project, and at some point it had to cross rivers, and so that was the first flaw. Second flaw was when they decided to build it, they made it a truss bridge.
Yeah.
But I'm like, now it just had 2 trusses, not 4, in case one went. It wouldn't drop the whole thing. Now all truss bridges are built with extra trusses. And then they said, and then they have to put the plates that connect all the trusses together. You know those big giant plates. You got a buck?
No.
Those big giant plates. He goes. Usually, like now, engineers will say, okay, to carry all the load, it needs to be a 1/2-inch plate. Let's make it an inch.
Yeah.
They like double all the specs, make them like double the strength that they think they should be. They didn't. They put 1/2 inch up there.
Paid for it.
Huh?
Paid for it.
Then they decide, then of course, like, 10 years after the bridge is built, the concrete starts to crack on the bridge because it's in Minnesota.
Yeah.
So they didn't think about the weather. So what did they do? They refinished it. 3 million pounds more concrete on it.
Yeah. Didn't count for that weight.
Yeah.
So you can do 95, or are you going right to 135?
That's right.
And then 10 years later, because it started cracking again, they decided to add some sort of heating system to it to keep it from.
Yeah.
Oh no, because the mist would come over, it'd freeze solid. and all this black ice would happen, they decided to put in a heating system. 1.5 million pounds. They drilled holes into it and pumped water through it to keep it from freezing. So now they've added 4.5 million pounds to this bridge, right? Somebody inspected it, and the truss plates, you could see in these two sections where they were bent. Like, you could tell the whole thing was like shifting sideways because all the truss plates were bent. And they thought it was just like they were bent when they put them in. So they never said anything to anybody.
And not one engineer said, how much weight are we
Right.
into this bridge?
And then they decided to refinish 2 of the outer lanes. So instead of having all the stuff off-site, they put all of the concrete and like everything to make the concrete on the bridge. So they brought all the trucks out, dumped all the sand and rock and everything to make the concrete on the bridge, and they were making the concrete on the bridge with all the trucks to hold it and haul it. Instead of making it off the bridge and taking it to the bridge, they put it all on the bridge to save themselves time.
Where did we get the attachment for the band?
From what's his name? Teal Hart, Teal's,
Oh, from
whatever they're.
Lifting Large?
Yep, Lifting Large has them. They're made for the bench. But they're made for an ER rack. They're not made for a dumbbell. They think they're connected to the dumbbell. If that's what you're answering, read the thing. It doesn't say if they think they're connected to a dumbbell.
They asked if we made the attachment.
The attachment's connected to the dumbbell. It's not connected to the dumbbell.
Right.
So the dumbbells are just here so it doesn't slide backwards.
The dumbbell is just there to keep the bench from moving around.
Yeah.
They think those are attached to the dumbbell. If they don't have an ER rack, you can't buy an attachment to the dumbbell.
Okay.
You just gotta loop it in the dumbbell. Just loop it under the dumbbell. You don't have to have the attachment. You could literally just loop it under a dumbbell.
Yeah, if you have heavy enough dumbbell.
Yeah, this dumbbell will work. If this wasn't there, you could literally set the dumbbell there and just go like we do, right around the dumbbell. If it has a dumbbell that heavy, it doesn't need an attachment. Just set the dumbbell there. Attachment's wasting your money. But if you have an ER rack, you could use that. So then, because they're doing the 2 outside lanes on a 4-lane each way road, all the traffic has to go on the other lanes, which during rush hour
Yeah.
slows everybody down more. So now
All the
it's
cars are sitting
bumper to bumper cars,
Yeah.
and at 6:06 it just goes. They said the 110th car drove on the bridge, and that was enough.
That was enough to do
And
it.
once one of the trusses breaks, there's no fixing.
Yeah. How unlucky was that dude?
Huh?
How unlucky was that dude?
Right.
Like the last guy on?
Well, he probably, maybe he didn't. He probably broke right then. They had this one lady, she nosedived. They showed it. Her car nosedived, and she went all the way to the bottom of the Mississippi and somehow got out of her car and resurfaced, and they pulled her in. And then they had another guy who, he went boom, and his part of the bridge didn't actually go underwater. So he was still on the bridge in his car. And so it shows him get out of his car, and they were interviewing him. And he goes to run to try to find a place to get off, and he realizes there's a truck that, like, his cab got stuck in the 2 sections of the bridge. Like, he was right where it broke. And then it starts smoking, and he tries to get the guy out, and it catches fire, and he just watches the guy burn. Because the worst part of that whole thing is me not being able to get the guy out of his truck and knowing that he burned alive.
Yeah.
So it's every week there's another news that, and
Yeah.
then they actually bring others like, well, this is similar to what happened at this thing, and they show it another one. Like, here's a truss bridge that failed, and they didn't learn from that. So in each show they show a bunch of different disasters and why they happened.
45?
Yeah. And then they do these statistics, and one of the questions was, how many bridges in America are considered deficient currently by the Corps of Engineers?
Yeah.
Ooh, it's gonna be a lot.
60,000.
Yeah.
The question was 600, 6,000, or 60,000 answers. 60,000 by the Corps of Engineers are determined right now to be deficient.
Well, most of them are over 100 years old.
Right.
A lot of them are like the one I go to get to the post office in Iron Station is 1 lane.
Right.
It goes across the creek about from me to the door.
Right.
But it's literally one lane, 2 cars can't get across it, and it says that. You gotta kind of do that. Thing's 100 years old. I mean, that's horse and carriage bridge size. I mean,
This bridge was 4 lanes of highway each way, 1,900 feet long,
yeah.
taking 4 lanes of traffic. Says more cars cross it than cross the Golden Gate Bridge every day. Hello? Hi.
Spam?
Bad that I'm
Scammer.
sore. I almost
Stayed in
bought.
Flint too.
I almost bought that
Didn't
here.
drink the water in Flint, did you?
Oh, hold on. That was way before, way after our time, for sure.
Way after. Well, no, it's the same pipes. Those pipes are from before our time. That's the problem, right?
Well, the water source is different though.
To save money, they diverted the water, and whatever was in that water caused the lead to start leaching out of those pipes. And they've currently not fixed it yet. And the good news is Nestle bottled water is taken out of the same water source. And they supply 40% of all the water in the world, bottled water in the world, taken from Flint. Don't drink bottled water. Or you too can have brain lesions. It's not as bad if you're an adult though, just the kids. They have a whole generation of kids who will never reach their potential IQs by a bunch. My chest is smoked. Are we short a day or something?
Yeah, sure they go.
I guess for ass day, it's okay.
Ass day.
This is ass day. It says on your thing, ass day.
No.
It says bench ass day.
Yeah, sign. That's the warm-ups. Heavy warm-ups.
Like warm-ups for everything like that.
I don't know why I did one side, not the other, but that's what happened.
Hey, it happened. I'd have been lazy and would have just done it.
That was really off though.
Oh. Oh, yeah, I'm smoked already. It's horrible.
Not gonna be good. This is gonna be the struggle through it today.
All right, David.
Struggle through it.
Enough boo-hooing. Let's go.
That damn board meeting.
Sending you energy.
That's right. I need it. We're gonna have board meeting at 7 tonight. That sucks.
I think we need some booze for that.
Yeah.
Did you change it by putting some skewed statistics in the paper prior to your board meeting like the school board did?
No, this is an easier board meeting.
They published, and the paper published, statistics that
Oh yeah.
them
Not wearing masks.
not wearing masks have decreased the cases of COVID. And they published it. I'm like, okay. While they're having the meeting, the hospital was on diversion, and someone said that at the meeting, and they said, that's because the hospital fired all the nurses. I'm like, no nurse has been fired. In fact, they gave them all their exemptions. Every single one of them who filled one out, the rest left on their own.
What was their theory behind cases are going down because people aren't wearing masks? I mean, how would that even be
logically feasible.
More churches in the inner city, more crime in the inner city.
Listen, it doesn't matter. If we hear what we want to hear, that's great.
Cases are going down because cases are going down.
Period.
It has nothing to do with your mask.
Yeah.
It's called a correlation,
Yeah.
and you're a school board,
Yeah.
so you should be intelligent enough to figure that out. I'm going to say, since we elected this school board, the pandemic happened.
Yeah.
Therefore, it's proof that the school board caused this.
Yeah.
That would have been my response. The medical education on the entire school board is there's one person who's a pharmacist who believes that they are all knowing. That's the same pharmacy people who say that there's a cross allergy from cephalosporins to penicillins, which was debunked in 1996. And I print the article for them every time. I'm like, here's when we stopped thinking that. It was in the middle of my residency, 1996, when they said, this isn't true.
Yeah.
In fact,
It's a bad study.
in the article it said, in fact, 90% of all people who say they have a penicillin allergy don't even have a penicillin allergy. 90%.
Yeah.
And they proved it by, they did skin testing and they didn't have it. Then they gave them penicillin.
Yeah.
And they didn't have it. 90%.
Yeah.
You got 2 times?
Yeah. That's ridiculous.
But those are, they're still quoting them, they're the ones who patients call me. The pharmacist says that I can't take this. I'm like, why? Because I have a penicillin allergy. I'm like, tell your pharmacist they're idiots. Tell them to do some research.
Tell them to read an article from the
Yeah.
21st century, not the 20th. Yeah, I don't care anymore about it either. Bullshit.
Yeah, I care. Well, I'm on Tucker's side now. As much as I shouldn't use Tucker as my
Yeah.
person, I'm all in, man. Thin in the herd, bro.
It is what it is.
I'm done with it. I did the right thing. I'm boostier'd. I got my bustier.
It is what it is.
And my family's protected, so whatever you want to do,
Yeah, you do you.
you want to run around with fucking loaded guns, shoot them in the air, feel free.
Yeah, you do you.
Yeah, look, I'm
I'm gonna do me.
done with it. Well, it's just gonna make it easy. It's gonna give us more like goods and wares, right?
I'm good.
I got what I need.
I got what I need, and I got too much. I can sell it and take off.
I could stop right now if I needed to.
That'd be just fine.
I'm only working because Jen can't have me home 24 hours a day.
What you doing today, David?
Are we doing bands? Are we doing phone
Slingshots,
presses?
I think.
Slingshots? Yeah, I'm before you. I got it in order, the way the order should be.
What are we doing?
Not the way that,
Sling shoots today?
not the way that some people lifted here. I want the order to be.
Yeah, I don't get that order.
What are you talking about?
Angry always wants to go.
Oh,
last.
yeah.
That's all-
After me. I'm like, why are you warming up after me? And then now you gotta go.
And then he's gotta go. He put himself right out of order. I put myself in at some point early on in the right order.
Right.
Because then I don't have to have the same rest.
Doesn't really matter to me because this is so far away from my actual
Yeah.
lifts or his, what he's lifting.
Oh no, it's pretty close. Got 345.
I'm glad I'm gonna have some slingshots helping today.
Yeah.
Because,
Do you want me to go first anyways? Because I'll go first on the rest of the stuff.
you do you.
You won't go first in the rest of the stuff, will you?
Yeah, because I'll go first on close grip, I'll go first on shoulders.
Did you take the 2s off, the 10s off?
Yeah, I'm gonna take that 25 off.
Were you? Put that down and take it off. It's gonna be hard to do with one hand. Just hold this one, and peel this one off.
So that's 215.
No, that's 225.
I know.
10-5? You go in there if you want. You want to do the inside?
Yeah.
10-5?
Yeah, but then do you want me to go first and do 10-10?
Yeah, I mean, if you're not doing lighter on the other stuff today, or all your shoulders.
Shoulders and close grip, I usually go first on those.
Okay. That's 10 cents.
Same.
Yep, that'll be fine. Will work.
Just need the board. All right, 3 board presses. 355 with the slingshot.
We struggle. I think I only did 5-4 last week. I felt strong last time. I don't feel strong now.
I'm not fair. I have that.
That's a damn.
Little damn.
No teeth.
All right now.
Here we go. Come on.
What I do with my. It took me like 10 minutes to find
Your
them.
hand.
They're on the floor over there.
I got all the way to work pissed off that I forgot my sunglasses at home and it was sunny. I'm like, how did I forget my glasses to get to work? Yeah, they're on my head.
I knew you were gonna say
The whole way. They're on my head.
Do not make fun of me ever again.
Not the worst. Rode was looking for his phone with the flashlight on his phone.
That's worse.
He's literally like, I can't find it. It's under his bed. Like, what are you looking for? He's like, my phone. I'm like, you're holding it. He's like, what? I'm like, it's your flashlight you're
Yeah.
using. He's like,
All right, let's see. I did 350 for 5 last time. That took me 2 times to get it.
Yeah.
So let's see how this goes.
Get on the board and then get some more.
All right.
That's how it's gonna go.
Yep.
You need to put the clips up? Or you-
That's right. I trust you.
Okay.
Right?
There we go. Come on up.
yeah, there you go.
Get on the board. There we go. You got another one? Come on. There we go. Get it. It's all you. Yep. It's all you.
Oh, right. That was way better than I thought it was
Yep.
gonna be. Oh!
10 off, 5 on. Yeah.
Did you see that thing I sent you from Farley?
Yeah, I didn't really look at it in detail yet, but I thought. Mostly we need 45s.
They can give you 35s at $1 per pound. So you could use 35s instead of 45s. Like 28 35s.
We do a 9 on here?
I don't know, I think weight is a lot more than $1 per pound.
Yeah.
They said they would donate 2 bumpers of every size.
Really?
So bumper 10, bumper 25, bumper 35, bumper 45, I think.
Wow.
Donate.
Uh-huh.
And then you could buy 35s. They have 28 35s that no one ever buys
Okay.
at $1 per pound. But I think weight right now is probably $2 a pound.
Yeah.
So that's like, I don't know what's, Dave's a mathematician, what's 28 times 35?
28 times 35?
It's like 30 by,
700
it's
and
about 30 by 30, right?
940 and
It's about 30 by 30, right? So 900 and something?
940 plus some. Just over 1,000.
It's gotta be
90.
980. So for $980, you could get 980 pounds of weight. It's 35s, but if you just had a bunch of them in the station, they'll just figure out 35s, right? My guess is they have a whole shitload of 35s that no one will buy.
Right. Some people are like against 35s.
I love a 35.
They're against the idea of a 35. Like it's sacrilege to have 35s in your gym.
Seltzer water's on.
All right.
How's the AV, Beth? We're going with just YouTube today. No Twitch to see how it works, if it works better. Less glitchy. Still you. Still you. Still you. Nice.
So, we decided to do YouTube Live today, just to see how it went. It was glitchy when we were doing both streams. So,
Stretch
we
that
just
one.
got
Do
so
this.
much more interaction on the
Huh?
YouTube
Do
Live
this.
that
That one.
we just decided to do
Yeah.
this today. But we have actually another
I got this for
camera.
5.4
that
last
we can
time.
hook
I
up to
don't
this
remember
Twitch.
feeling that hard last time.
So we may do that. I'm not sure. Today we decided just YouTube. How are you? Are you out cutting trees today? Working out today?
Take them off. We'll take them off. I just want you to see how much stiffer this one is. Well, you can just do it like this.
What do you want on here, Donovan? What do you want on here?
405, I think.
405?
Oh. Yeah, no way. Now you wonder why he does. Dude, I mean, I couldn't do it.
Like
You could.
100
No,
pounds
no, I
more
can't.
than you?
Yeah, we get your arms out there.
No, I can't. I honestly, I physically can't get as wide as I am.
We put your arm out and I yanked your other one over and put it on there.
It's like when Mendelsohn was,
Dude, I
That's how they
honestly,
do it in those big meets.
I don't look. Honestly,
take that.
that's all I got. Oh, there's no way I can get down.
You could do like 500 pounds, Dave.
I can never get it down there.
You'd be like,
Look at.
you wouldn't need the board.
There's no way. Fuck no. Oh, no, there's no way I could get it down there.
Oh, this says 395, but I'll do 495.
405.
on there.
That's 10 more pounds. You sure you want that
Well,
one?
I dropped because I missed it.
Okay.
I did 4s last time, so that's fine. Let me try it. I just had my drop down there. This is a drop week.
Alright, we'll let you try it.
They should try it with that big super quadruple
You couldn't do it.
version.
No, you can't. You couldn't do that. I bet you couldn't get down where you need to be. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you could. I think you're too wide. I can't. 'Cause I mean, I'm just too wide to get down there. You know what I mean? Oh my God. No, I don't think you
Can
can.
I do them with these, please?
No.
Do this. Do it with this.
Yeah. Yeah. No. I can't. You can't get down there. No. I mean, yours wider than me. I'm like, you just physically couldn't get down there.
Hello?
Beth, I wish you lived closer, and then I could have some of your apple crisp. Although, like our apple trees, we picked our apples like a month ago. Like they were way up.
Yeah, you just
way
just
earlier
fluids.
than you guys. I don't know. I had 2 apple trees at school, and then those apples hanging down low mysteriously
Like
disappeared
with
fast.
regular saline, that'll come up.
But somebody
you know,
had some good snacks.
If you give her a bag of saline, it'll probably be within the normal range, like within hours. I don't think you have to recheck it. Like I don't think you have to like give her fluid and then sit there and recheck it. Yeah, something like that, and then you just need to make sure that she does like electrolyte drinks and stuff like that, Propel Gatorade, things like that. Cool. Yeah, V8's got tons of sodium in it. I mean, she could do like soy sauce. That's another one. Like it's got just
Oh, soy sauce!
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, she can really eat her. Yep.
Who messed up my mirror I cleaned the other day?
Looks like a dog.
No,
Way up
that's
there.
a Tucker Thompson hand for sure. He deadlifted 450 in here the other day.
45, I think.
Easy, no problem. Just walked up, pulled it.
You can't do a pull-up.
You can't. He could do a pull up. Yes.
Imagine how much he could do if he could actually do 50 pull-ups or something.
Right.
His back was stronger. Imagine how much he could deadlift.
If he had his posterior chain stronger, he'd
Yeah.
be able to deadlift a ton more.
I mean,
He squatted 425 at school. Is that what they put on
I think it was
Twitter?
405 or 415. It was 415.
With his weight and his strength, he should just be able to do
And then he
pull-ups
benched.
for days.
He benched
and days.
275.
275 with a pause for a single.
Yeah.
It's just because he's younger than you, Dave,
Yeah.
and lighter.
Start lifting.
Hit
And
seven.
no body fat.
7 years before me with powerlifters. You know what they're doing.
Might have been it. It's a possibility.
I was thinking, so Brody's 16,
Almost.
Not
almost
yet.
16, not even yet. And so he's basically
Couple
5
months.
years ahead of when I even picked up a weight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember trying to bench in high school, and I couldn't bench my body weight, and I was 98 pounds.
Yeah.
And I couldn't bench a 25 on each side.
Yeah.
We just got free weights in our high school, and I tried it. I couldn't do it.
Dude, I couldn't do sets of 135 when I was 20.
Right. Well, bro
Yeah.
just paused
Yeah.
225. He's 15.
Yeah.
The first time I benched 225, I remember I did it at Dave Conley's house. So I was out of the military, which made me at least 20, but I know we went to the bar right afterwards.
Yeah.
So I had to be 21, and I went down and visited Dave because he was 3 years in the Army. I was only 2. So it was definitely 21 or 22 the first time I benched 225. It was in that 8-7-6 workout, that
Yeah.
Buckeye workout we used to do.
Yeah.
Not paused.
Yeah.
I probably caved in my chest trying to get it.
Oh, yeah.
A 225, and he just paused 225 at 15.
Yeah.
Which makes him at least 7 years ahead of me on a bounce to 225.
Yeah. Yeah, at least. And he's,
And I was
he's
probably-
and he's squatting and deadlifting all the time.
And I was, you're right. And I was probably the same weight,
Yeah.
about 150. So that's what I wrestled in college, was 149. So I was around that, what he is right now, 150s.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's ridiculous. I remember being in the gym, and I go in the during the day, there's nobody in there, except for some meatheads sometimes, and I had the gym guy's girlfriend spotting me. Ready? Here you go, come on out. Yep. You wanna stay tight?
There you go.
You got
Nice.
it, come on, run it, get on the board,
Yes.
let's go.
Yep. Come on, you got that, all you?
Yeah, so I was doing 35-pound plates,
Right?
myself, for 8s, and I tried 45-pound plates, and I was scared I might get stuck, and so I had her help me
Right. With 135.
with 135, and I was strong, I was like the leg out, trying to get him, couldn't. It was ridiculous. So yeah,
We love fall too, Beth, but we just can't seem to get out of 80+ degrees down here.
Our fall
so
is like
it doesn't feel like it.
next week 70s and low 40s.
Yeah.
70s is fall.
But yeah, so I was
She's
doing.
visited all around here, she just doesn't visit us.
Maybe one time.
Right. And then she's visited around here like 6 times.
Listen, she's an important lady.
That's true.
We can't just expect her to stop in.
That's right.
I remember not being able to do sets of 5 at 225 at our beach house that I bought in 2009.
Here,
Yeah, so that was just 10 years ago. It was early, so I was probably
the
still.
first time I
I was probably still I probably wasn't over 200
The first
pounds
time I
yet.
ever got 300 for sets was when I went to Tom Wan's house, which would have been my fourth year of medical school, which would have been 1993. So that makes me like 27 years old or something.
Yeah.
27 years old before I could bench a set with 300.
Yeah.
What are we doing now?
Oh yeah.
What am I doing with this?
Fun.
Filming you.
Yeah. No, he'll be doing that at 21.
That's good. Could you back up some?
You're not laid down.
Okay,
I gotta get all the.
I want the whole
Import-
exercise, not just my head.
I'm getting all the important parts.
my head. That's the
Getting
important.
drunk. Back to you.
Stop. Whoa, stop.
I'm gonna pan out. This is audio visual 101.
All right.
There you go.
I'm panning.
Hang it. You need a 10 on this side.
Yeah.
Not fine.
Alright, reset up.
Good catch, David.
Reset up.
Reset up.
Buck, 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 buck. Buck, 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 buck. Easy dog.
Extra good with dog slobber on me.
Here we go.
Right.
Here we go. There you go. All you. Come on. Get tight. Yeah. Come on. You got it. No, you. No, you.
Did he give it to you just like you like it?
What do you do? What are you doing? Really? Really, Mark?
See how good all these go.
Dog.
Dog spit, black dog slobber.
Kind of fun. Yeah, no, think about it. He's lifted
Well, some-
3 years, not even 3 years. Ridiculous.
Well, Tucker said they were all like in there squatting for baseball, and they all went up. Brody went up and did. Brody was the best. He did 5 sets of 3 with 315 squatting. I didn't squat 315 for a set until I got down here, which made me 30
Yeah, yeah,
before I squatted 315 for a set,
yeah.
which he can do now
Yeah.
anytime he wants
Yeah.
at 15. So then they were like, oh, then Tucker put on 415 and did it.
Oh, okay, so a question as to what the slingshot actually does. So, actually it helps you bench it off your chest a little easier.
Overload your top.
Overload, but it allows you to lift way more weight than you can, but you're doing most of the work at the top. So you can do it without the blocks or with the blocks, but it gives you a bunch off the bottom, but then you have to finish it yourself. So it allows you to build up your top end of your bench with weight way more than you can normally do. And that transfers over to your flat bench and your lockout. So that's why we like the slingshots. And there's like different kinds, like certain kinds give you less help, and then there's kinds that give you way more. And then we just want to work at the very top, so we're using the bench blocks, the 3 block. So David?
Nice.
Yeah, good speed, come on.
2 more here. Yep. Get it. Keep squeezing.
Come on, Flipper, let's go, Flipper. Flipper gave out.
Damn, Nemo!
Does it help with stability? Probably not a whole lot.
If anything, it's more unstable.
Yeah, it's probably.
Until you get to know how to use it, it's probably a little less stable.
Well, is that, he says, does it help with your stability?
I mean, maybe you'll, no, I don't know. It definitely feels less stable because it wants to pull you around. But,
Are we with 4 or 5 again?
by doing it this way, you're doing almost 100 pounds more than you can do normally on
Yeah.
flat bench. 5.
I'm doing 355 for sets, and yeah, I'm probably around 260, 265 right now. So,
Yeah. About 90 pounds.
yeah.
Probably the best thing for stability is heavy holds.
Yeah, heavy holds really help with stability a lot.
Energy.
And then,
That's a good day. Not my muscles don't. My brain does. My brain feels fine. Muscles.
I can tell we're a day short, that's for sure.
and then we'll do plyo push-ups. So we do push-ups at our bench with this ball like this. And then that really helps work with stability. Try to keep the board flat while you do push-ups.
Spend a whole day on computer meetings. Awesome.
You didn't have to drive in for them. Could have been worse.
That's a good point. Could always be worse.
I just sit there and watch kids take the PSAT all day. That was really boring.
You could be a guy that has to.
Could have had to do it naked. That'd have been worse.
Well, yeah.
Can
Why
always
would,
make things worse.
why would you do that in the school?
Things are never so
Saying
bad.
it could be worse.
Okay.
You can always think of something that's worse.
You could be the guy that empties out porta cans.
That would be way
That'd be
worse.
worse.
And
Well,
he
we're
would say,
gonna-
and he would say, "This is terrible." And you could say, "You could be doing it
Worse.
naked."
Or you could be
That would be
working in a
worse.
pig farm, or a chicken farm,
Hurry!
It'd be worse.
or
You
a
could be
butcher.
you could be cleaning up the highway after a chicken truck rolls over.
Yes. I missed that show, Dirty Jobs.
That
was
was
pretty
a
good.
great job. Best one is when they made a jelly bean that tasted like his foot odor.
Oh,
It's amazing.
that's horrible.
They took his boot and they fucking squeezed out his sock, and then they made a jelly bean to that.
Oh, that's just
Then
nice.
gave him a whole pack of them. He took it out. He's like, "Oh my god, this is terrible." Then he ate them.
Oh,
He ate some, and then he took the rest and he passed them out to all the cameramen.
they didn't eat him.
They were all like gagging and stuff. It's awesome.
Come now, here we go. Get on the mark.
Ready?
There you go. Yeah, run them. Yep. You got it. Come on.
Here you go. Come
Oh,
on,
wait.
get it.
Knock it out. Oh yeah. We did the resistance bands. I did that in my Instagram post today.
Good.
It helps definitely because you have to really push hard off your chest and you have to go fast. Otherwise you'll never be able to finish the weight. So we like that. And then we also do t-shirt presses.
10.
10-5, right? Oh,
Just
I know,
10.
that's right. Sorry.
10.
We do t-shirt presses, which is like an exaggerated hold. I have like all our bench variation exercises I have on my YouTube. I made videos of them. But the t-shirt presses we do at the end, you take it down and you have to hold it on top of your t-shirt and like a static hold and then push it up. That's probably the one thing that's helped with my body and strength the best. Okay.
Does it seem to be worse with exertion? Like if she does get up and move around even higher, would it make it worse?
I can post my video with my slingshot on and no one is going to complain about it.
Yeah.
They made this movie.
Yeah,
The guy makes this Mark Bell. His brother made this movie called Bigger, Faster, Stronger, and it's all kind of like about the steroid use and interviews these different people. It's made like in the 90s, I think. And he goes in, like he does this one part where he shows how easy it is to make a supplement.
Yeah.
And he literally buys like creatine and some sort of powder on Amazon. And he goes to the side of the road and gets him some Hispanic people. Have you seen it?
No.
And they go into his kitchen and they use a hair dryer to blow the labels on these cheap bottles, and he has them filling the powder in these little capsules, puts it in there and sells each one for like $75. And it literally costs him $2 to make it.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's how unregulated
Yeah.
like the industry is. It's crazy.
like, you know, your post-COVID
Anyway, they're making, I guess, a part 2 or like a current version of it, because that one's probably like 15 years old. I always show my nutrition kids that, I'm like, this is how easy it is to make this stuff you guys are buying.
Yeah.
Be careful what you
And
buy.
if she wants
Yeah.
fluid, I mean, can't hurt her. I mean, she thinks it helps, but I doubt that the sodium would do that. Maybe the dehydration that caused her sodium to get to that would do it.
All right, cool.
Yep. But
All right.
Here we go.
whew!
Here we go. Come on up.
Right?
Oh, you come up. Yeah.
Five, 3.
Yeah. I might not have that block perfect. I thought it was pretty good, so I didn't touch it.
It's a little loose on the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it Louisville or Louisville? Louisville. I say, how do we say it? Louisville. Yeah, we say Louisville. In North Carolina, we call it Louisville. But I also call it Illinois. I call it Illinois, not Illinois.
No, don't
yeah.
do that. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I think it should technically be Louisville. Okay?
Or Louisville.
Yeah, Louisville.
I think that's what we call it, Louisville.
Louisville.
But I know they call Louisville like a gerbil. Chervil.
I always hate it when like clearly like American like white people try to when they're saying something Hispanic try to say it like that.
Like
It's like just
Hispanic?
say it the way don't try to put an accent on it. Just say it and people will understand you know. You don't have an accent, don't try to put or New Orleans.
You're not from there.
You're not from there. Just say New Orleans. You know, people will get it.
No matter how you say it, then they're going to know you're not from there.
This guy on the PGA Tour, his name is Jimenez. Jimenez, right? Yeah. It'd be fine to say, it'd be, you know, I'd even be okay if like, you know, the announcers, PGA announcers tried to say Jimenez, okay?
Uh-huh.
But they try to say it almost like in a Spanish accent. It's like, bro, don't, you can Jimenez or Jimenez, that's fine, but no, Jimenez. It's like, dude, you've never had Spanish class in your life. I mean, I have, I know how it should be pronounced, and I still wouldn't pronounce it that way. You know? It's like, it's not Hispanic. Tight. Oh.
Last one, David. Finish strong.
Get on the board.
You got this. There you go. Nice. Come on, you got it. You got it. You got it. One more. Slight help
Yep.
on your left side only.
It's weird on the left side. It's weird. Little overcompensation. All right.
Or no, it was your right side. Sorry,
Right?
right
Yeah.
side.
That's what I should be.
I was flipping it around because I was thinking you were upside down for me. Never mind, it was the same size.
That's about what I got last time. So.
Not bad with one day less stress.
Yeah, and not feeling particularly strong today. That's for sure. Good beat.
All right.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
All right, so I'm fairly happy with mine.
Yeah, sure. That's up there. What's your what's the highest you've done it? Like maybe go out to a house.
It's hard to tell because the other slingshot I had was way more springy. This one's less. So I think I was doing like 375 or something on that one, but it gave me way more than this one was. Yeah, so it's hard to
Yeah.
say.
Can't compare.
All right, so we have decline, little scripts. All right, so we have some Donovan's gonna finish, and then we have some decline close grips and log presses.
You put the log press in the rack here?
I don't care where we do it.
It's in the rack. I had a hard time last time swinging it up.
Yep, it's fine.
thing.
So we'll.
Yeah, so like just going to do that for like 2 days and then after Easter.
We'll warm up properly for.
Yeah, definitely.
Rocky hasn't been out of his room, I don't think, today.
No?
He was sleeping, every morning I go down there and he's sleeping with his mouth open. It's so funny.
Everyone sleeps right by the heat though, so it's
Yeah.
probably is how they get rid of the heat of the dog. They can't sweat.
Dogs. Dogs.
Oh.
Ready, DT?
What are we doing today, militaries?
Okay, so all of my ex-employees work down the hall from me.
What's that?
All of our ex-employees work on the same floor, office next door.
Oh yeah, and what's next to you?
Uh,
Sports medicine people? Didiano and whatever?
No, so Charlie works in neurology around the corner, and then Amanda works in Stewart's office, and Cindy works in Moist's office.
I'm sure they're happier. Charlie was causing problems with Stacy, no?
Yeah, I actually fired him.
He tried to play the I'm more important than her card. No. By the way, no, there is a pecking order. It starts as secretaries or not.
Yeah, he has a
Number one.
superior complex for sure.
Oh, he's like that in the ER too, that's why he's not working in the ER.
Yeah.
It's the same reason he's not working in the ER, then he went to the floor, he can work there. Yeah, because he gets to the point where he gets comfortable in a situation and then thinks he's the most important. And then he tries to show that and he's not.
Yeah, Amanda and Cindy both just.
What?
Amanda and Cindy, they just got burned out, you know?
Right.
Yeah, same shit every day, just burn out.
Gets monotonous making that easy money all day long. What was their job? Like taking phone calls and scheduling appointments?
Yeah.
I can see where
It's
that would
high
be.
volume.
Yeah.
They went to lower volume. Yeah, I get it.
Donnie's lower volume.
Yeah.
Well, neurology talks like they don't have a free space any day for 6 weeks, yet every time, like there's no patients. They must take an hour with every person.
Donnie does about half of our volume.
With a PA, right? Same as you.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, you definitely have more staff.
Right on there.
Oh,
That's
they
got
did
extra
take a
10.
10
Oops.
Oopsie.
My bad. Here's that darn Big 10.
He's not used to the Big Ten.
Just load. Just load.
He's not used to the Big Ten.
Nice
Used
to
to
take
be,
off.
used to be, yeah, not used to taking it off.
Big 10.
The Big Ten. Used to be using it.
Reload. Reload.
If it would have been Jeff, I would have just thought was how he was handing it off to me.
There we go. Come on now.
Here.
We'll get on the board. Let's go. Here we go. Finish strong. Let's go.
There you go. Come on. Speed. Good.
There you go.
All the way. All the way. You got that.
Bad for what I felt like.
what I said too.
If they had helped, I would have to do any reps to my chest, it would have been bad.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for 2 people in our house barking all morning, I may feel a little better.
Yeah.
Bring him in, run right back outside. Bring him in, run right back outside. Not even sure who they were barking at. Gotta be somebody.
2:15.
And it was that, you know how they cry bark because they're in
Yeah.
so much.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my gosh.
Alright, so we're going to do decline close grip for 8s, and then lodge presses for 5.
Wait, intake 5?
Yeah. So that's 210, yeah? Or 215.
That's 215, yeah.
I'll take 215.
I was doing 220, I did 215 last time. Same as.
Catching up to you, Dave.
I know, yeah.
Catching up to you. I want to say this is up there the most I've ever done on this, so.
Really? Seems to me like it used to do a lot more than this. Didn't it? I guess they're close grip,
I
right?
got 210 last time.
Are these close grip 8s or 5s? 5s?
8s.
8s. I could be wrong on my weight then. I thought I just saw 5s.
215 I tried once, I got 766
Okay.
both times.
I think I just mismarked it, put 5s down. I meant 8s.
All
We
the way
always
back
do
to
eights.
2019, and that's the highest.
Huh.
Highest I've gotten. And then 2018, 766 on 215.
Maybe I'm thinking about just decline bench,
Yeah.
not close grip. That's supposed to be what I'm thinking.
If I get these, I'll be the most PR on decline close grips.
We're going to do log presses over there.
Yeah. It was a David request.
Yes, we could do them here.
He has to bend down too far to pull it up.
It's a problem when
Or
you're
tuck
tall.
it in.
It's a problem when you're tall.
It's a tall people problem.
Could put them up there. It's easier.
Well, it's just in the way.
Oh yeah, I got you.
We're not, you know, because the person's doing these,
That's
but
all.
likelihood with 3 of us, we're not going to be in the way.
They're
So.
not speeding too much. Although I need to be done at 6. My damn board meeting.
We'll be done by 6.
Yeah. We got our.
As slow as we're going, we're done with the main exercise before 5, which never happens.
Yeah.
Which tells you how much
Yeah. How slow we go.
digging around we do warming up.
It's just a warm up. Dicking around. Yeah.
We're doing 2 sets though, right? 2 2?
Sounds good to me.
2, 2, 2, 2, and then we're done.
We have our homeowners meeting next week, everybody. So we got get ready for that shit.
Is it a high society affair?
You'd be surprised. Not very high society in there.
No?
You think it would be?
You would think it would be.
Yeah, guy just bought a $2 million house on the way. And I don't want to call him a dipshit. He's a good guy, but I'm like, really? I'm like, okay.
Right?
Oh, you come on up. Here we go. Yep. Run up. Here we go, 5. You got this. Come on, get it. Come on, get it. Tell you.
Wicked strong! Wicked strong!
That was Don, by the way, not me.
I almost stopped and laughed.
That was
I was
5.
trying to
And then on the
focus.
5th rep, I thought you like.
I
Did you hear
almost
that?
lost it. I almost lost it. I'm like, no! I want a PR with that 8. Don't lose it.
What did I do?
You shit your pants.
Yeah.
I did not, actually.
Well, that's what I heard. I heard a.
It must have been like
I heard something nasty.
it's probably when I straightened on this. Maybe you just heard noise.
Okay, false alarm. False alarm.
Or maybe it was you.
Was not me.
Was not me. I would not do that spotting.
You couldn't tell the air was coming out.
That sounded like a Don situation.
Eights are like cardio.
No, I know.
Like I ran a mile.
Brutal.
Just went to a sprint. Barking to bark.
Talking. Calling his bro.
Oh.
It's almost to right here. Did I put it through on that side?
I did.
Yep.
Let's go. There you go. Oh, 2 more, come on. Last one. Nice. Donovan Thompson, what would you like out here?
Lines. Yeah, that is like a marathon. $280. 60?
220.
45.
125. And a 5.
Maybe it just slipped out. I didn't know.
It sounds like it slipped down too much.
Yeah. That seemed a little. Yeah. Not quite on that. A little. Like a Harley starting up.
It's just because I'm so comfortable with you.
Yeah. Okay.
It's proof that I'm comfortable with you, Mike.
A7 shirt is like, it's sparkling in the light. Look at sparkle, sparkle. So sparkly.
I think wear it out.
Huh?
I think you should wear it out to the cotillion.
I might. I'm gonna wear it to Devon's shower.
Go to the cotillion. You need an A7 skirt. Little black skirt. Some built-in drawers like your shorts.
A lifting skirt.
It's got built-in drawers. So your shorts have built-in drawers in them.
Some of them do.
The lifting sport. There we go. Right.
Here we go. Come on out.
There you go. Let's go for it. 5. You got it? All you! All you!
Okay, then my shoulders have to go all the way down. That's it. My shoulders are in trash.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ever since that day we did all the big dumbbells.
Oh, we're
covered.
a day early here too.
Huh?
We're a day early on the cover.
Yeah. So it's a day early from the last day, the last shoulder day too.
Every day.
Posted a video of Brody doing 225 and then me doing 315 after on TikTok. It's got like 120,000 views. Most of the comments are fairly nice, but the stupid ones stick out. You're benching too wide, you're gonna hurt your shoulders like that.
So dude's like, I'm not trying to be better than you,
Everyone hammered that guy though.
but you're benching too wide.
He's too young to lift, you're gonna hurt
The
him.
other one was like, he shouldn't, he's lifting heavy too young.
I just got the fake plates one.
Yeah.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, fake plates were on there.
Oh, the other one was because you couldn't see like the edge of the bar. The mom one, people are clearly lifting it on the sides.
Huh?
Those are perfectly. Like the guy, like two people can get it to go perfectly at the same time. Clearly not.
Good, but you're not. You want to name search it.
People like one dude goes, "Brah, tell me you didn't say that." Another one's like,
You just gotta let people hammer it.
the other one's like, just click on her page. Like it shows her like benching all these weights.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, she's like an 11-time champion. Like,
What's on here?
105. They're like, isn't that a world record? Like, yeah, it's mine.
Yeah, it is.
someone's like, that's gotta be close to the world record. You should try for it. That's my world record.
I'll get right on that. Good idea. 10-5.
Clearly, somehow has hit a different group. Because that was the reaction the first time she posted one, but this somehow has hit like a completely different group of people, probably because it's Brody lifting. Do this one.
Which one?
That one.
Yeah, thanks. I'll try for that world record. Yes.
Appreciate all the assistance.
Appreciate the advice.
The best one's like, I'm not trying to be better than you or anything,
Oh, yeah.
but you're clearly lifting too wide. Somebody's like, "Bro, you didn't say that." And then someone posted, "No, you clearly are trying to be better than her,
Yeah.
but you're not."
Yeah.
Let me look that up. And then there was all this like, she's like an 11-time world champion. And then someone's like, "Why do you bench so wide instead of the regular grip?" And someone posted, "Well, that's what powerlifters do to decrease the range of motion." Like, no, that's what we do to use our chest instead of our triceps and anterior shoulders.
Chest is actually strong.
Right.
Build it.
It's funny, like, it's amazing how many people don't know how to lift.
Well, it's amazing that
They think they do.
Well, it's amazing they see how much weight you're doing, and then proceed to tell you you're either wrong or you're gonna hurt.
Right.
It's like, do you look at the amount first?
Right.
If that was like half the amount, you could say something. But it's like, 300 pounds, bro. You don't have to do that.
Right.
Or there's like a real skinny person doing like 100 pounds super, you'd be like,
Right.
you know,
Hey,
then you
here's
might
some
give
hints.
maybe get
Maybe
some
I'll help you
advice.
some. How about if you actually bench more than me,
Yeah, then you can give me
you can
advice.
give me advice.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even go pound for pound or gender. I'll just say if you can bench
just the
315,
number.
just like then you can let me know
It's just a number.
what you think of my lifting. Another record. Hooked. Easier to do it and swing it at.
What you got down in Thompson?
Logs. Let's go 140. So let's go 145.
What is this?
135.
So 5?
5. Well, let me re-say that. It was 30 pounds more than what you had.
Huh?
Yeah.
I did 30 pounds more than what you had on the bar.
30 pounds more than what you did, so then it adds up.
So I'm assuming.
It's 100, and that thing in there,
5.
105, 125, 35.
That's right.
Yeah, correct math. Woo!
It's only because it had a 70 instead of, if it was 75, she could have done it.
It's okay.
It has the 5 on the end,
Whatever.
it's too much addition. Then there's carrying involved, and what you have to carry, and it's confusing. What did you hook it on?
I think I was sideways a little bit. I just banged it. Just banged the side a little.
Just banging the sides a little,
Trying to get it back in.
not the bottom.
We're not trying to get it back in.
I'm trying to get it back in.
Yeah. That's when you bang the
Trying to
sides.
take it out, so it's banging the sides.
See what you started, Jen?
I didn't do anything.
You had us put the weight on here. That's how it all started.
Okay.
Well, I start somewhere. I'm picking that as the starting point.
Then please get started.
That's what I did. I think it was just hitting the clip itself. It was just over the left.
Just have someone on each
Yeah,
side.
just have one. Yeah, have one, someone at least on one side.
Just stand here.
All of a sudden, just have someone on each side helping you put it in. Is that what you just said? Well, let me go over this quote again.
Who are we? Who are we?
It helps
Drew.
if you have somebody on each side helping you put
Correct.
it in.
Correct.
Who are we?
Right.
We drew in an apartment, in a
Right.
hotel room in the middle of the night.
Drew in a Chicago hotel room.
I think there are people in here.
I think there's people in here.
So what'd you do, Drew? Well, I finished and got the heck out of there.
That was a good story.
It's like, how creepy is that, bro? I mean, can you imagine? You go and all of a sudden you just have this weird feeling. Curtains are moving, looking right, see feet.
Brutal. Look, there's people in here.
Right?
Last side, here we go.
Here we go, come on now. Yep.
Got it?
Oh, get it. Get another one. You got it. Gotta get it. Gotta get it. Yep.
Oh. Oh. PR, baby. Close grip decline PR.
So you had to get it.
I'm gonna try the close grip 1 foot in the air PR.
Yeah. Everything. Throwing everything at it, toes and everything.
Yeah. This is my PR close grip 1 foot in the air, unshaven, freshly haircutted PR.
Something like that on YouTube. A kid was trying to bench 135. Cubby kid. 5'2".
Actually, right?
Yeah. And he was trying to do 120 by himself. Number first mistake. Although you tell he tried it before because he didn't have clips on. Right. Like just dive bombs it. Boom! Goes totally sideways like yeah, like dumps him, but like not on purpose. Like ah! I'm like, then he's like, dang it! I'm like, bro.
Disappointed no one commented on my last bench day post.
Yeah.
The chick in the red bikini benching from the Thompson's text group.
Okay. Did I see it? Oh yeah, yeah. I think we did. We said she was gonna be there.
No, this was for maybe benching, not the two next to each other. But while I was looking up that one, I saw a dude like dump like 6 plates on the side.
Yeah.
Like, it's awesome.
That was hilarious.
Oh.
Like one went and he tried to hold against it and then the other ones went. Not as bad as the one just like, get them off! Unstack the weights!
Oh, yeah.
I'm a heifer!
Oh, that was funny.
I hate this! I hate me!
Yeah. I saw that one.
He's
Watch
like,
out, bro. Watch out, bro. Watch out, dog. Watch out, bro. There you go. Now
how's
get
it
him.
moving?
Don't want to get a nail.
The box is alive.
Don't want to get a nail. A toenail.
What you doing? What are you guys doing?
Okay.
Hug. Give me a hug. Hug. Here. Hug. Good boy. Hug. Kiss.
Hey, bud. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Hi, guy.
That's a within range ear.
Hi.
You can take advantage of that.
How are you?
There's an ear, you gotta take a shot.
Down at your level. My down at your level.
Shirt's awesome right now. Smag all over it.
Let's go, Dave.
Alright.
There you go, there you go. Push. Yeah.
Hi, buddy. Okay.
25 5. done, is that right?
Did you use that thing?
Yeah. You the gym dog? Are you gym dog? Gym dog. Gym dog. You're a cute dog. He's got chalk all over his head and back now.
It's only fair. He's got drool all over his shirt. Little chalk, they got drool. Little smeg.
Worse, Gable was worse.
Huh?
Gable was
Yeah.
worse. Oh, enough. Come on, get 5.
Yep.
5 minutes extras. Come on.
Let's go.
Here you go.
Yeah. Come on. 5.
There it is. Come on, get another one.
All the
Yeah.
way up, all the way up. 6.
There you
Nice.
go.
Deep in the shoulders.
Yeah.
Deep.
Ron, why are you whining?
Deep muscle.
Deep tissue, baby. Deep tissue.
Deep tissue, Gronk.
What is this? Get to about 350 or whatever on the end. It's just in my forearms a little bit.
Squeezing hard.
I remember when I first came back lifting again, about 6 months, maybe a year, my forearms were felt like they were like micro fractured every day.
Maybe they were.
Probably were.
You get forearm splits.
Yeah.
A lot of people get them for push downs.
Yeah. I was doing heavy push downs then, but it's when I started getting heavy holds and all that stuff. I just remember my forearms just rocked. And I didn't have any muscle in there, you know? It's all bone.
Side spotters.
Stop.
Rock it up. There we go.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Sit tight.
All right, so it says tricep extension accessory
Right.
and shoulder extension accessory. So what do you want to do? What do you want to do?
But not too heavy dumbbell presses.
Okay.
That's a press exercise.
Yeah.
So that means some sort of lateral raise. Fronts,
Okay.
sides,
So that we can just drill down.
backs.
Yeah, I do
What
laterals.
about the tricep?
You can
I don't
do-
want to do the ones with
do-
the neutral bar.
Extensions.
Huh?
Extensions. Is
Yeah.
that what it is? So you can do kickbacks.
Uh-huh.
You can do skull crushers. You can do tricep extensions. Those are your
How about
extensor ones.
kickbacks or skull crushers?
I'll do kickbacks.
Kickbacks, all right. Donkey kickbacks and some sort of lateral raise.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for the side of that.
Then the other day is presses, where you do a dumbbell press and a push down.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Right. So this is an extension day versus a press day.
that works out good because that's me today.
Yeah. And the thing is, the good thing is, like, you can say, well, like, I don't want to do that one, and some, you know,
Yeah.
some you don't have to. Someone else will. If someone wanted to do a different extension, they can. Like, if someone wanted to do skull crushers or
Yeah.
seated extensions, it's no problem. Let people kind of pick what exercise they, like, you don't like to do push downs because it dings your elbows, but you can do reverse push downs, which that's probably another one that got us too, Dave.
Yeah.
We did
Oh, yeah.
those heavy reverse push downs too. That gets into your shoulders a little bit too. Which is why I like them actually.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
So what do you think your school can spend the $1,000-something, Jim?
I'll just have to go in and ask him.
You got to play the freight too. I don't know what the freight's going to be on it.
Didn't he say he was gonna figure out what it is? Get back to you, that's right?
No.
Oh.
He said that he needed to know what, so he knew how to pallet them
Oh,
up.
okay.
How many you wanted. I feel like you could use all the 35s, no?
Yeah.
People could just, I mean, it's a big enough plate. It's not like you got a bunch of like people squat 400 or something in there.
And we had a 5 on this right now, I think.
5-2 now. Pick it up and see.
Yeah, sure. It'll burn that 5% energy.
It's 900 pounds of weight. As long as they put like 145 on first, then they can just do it from there. You know what I mean? Then they just have to do some math. But how many bumpers do you have? The good thing is you're going to get a 10, a 25, and a 45-pound bumper, which means they're all going to be something that someone can benefit with, like a full bumper. Isn't that what he said? I think it was a 10, a 25, and a 45.
We just have one set of bumper plates. Well, one for each side, but, so 245, two.
We have 2 full sets. There was a set that we put underneath one of those things.
Hmm?
So we put 2 sets in.
No, just one set.
That's what he said. 2 each, 10, 25, 45. So that gives you, you know, when people deadlift, you put one of the bumpers on first each time.
Actually, I haven't done donkey kicks in forever. No idea what I can do.
We did them once.
Not in a really long time.
Oh, we did them recently.
I don't think so.
4 weeks ago. 4 weeks ago. Kickbacks right there. 8, 15.
Alright, look up my chart and see what it says.
We did it when we did that whole day of accessories. 25s
25s I did?
for 8s.
Great.
2 sets of 8. That was when we did that whole accessory day.
Right. That might be. Yeah, alright. No, no. Come on, outside.
Is he looking for the bathroom? Shoo him into the bathroom, Jen.
Alright, Brown. Alright, baby. It's okay.
Just ran upstairs and he's gonna go right in that door. and
Yeah.
back down.
He's down in a second.
He went straight up the stairs. and
Yeah.
just watched him run.
Dummy.
Walk him in from there. Best.
Woo! Burn, baby, burn.
Disco Inferno. Oh.
Right? That song?
Burn Baby Burn. Burn Baby Burn. Is that from Disco Inferno? Disco Inferno.
Huh?
Burn, baby, burn.
Disco Inferno.
Oh, wicked.
Whew.
So the neighbors thought they got a really good deal on a house across the road that goes across the house down and around.
Uh-huh.
People that lived there were idiots.
They're idiots. Everyone in your neighborhood's an idiot.
Not anymore. These people were.
They live there, so there's at least 2 people that are.
So they moved
Lisa,
out
it's on the edge.
months, like years before. They had a place in Puerto Rico, all this other stuff, and supposedly had all this money, and then moved back to Dallas. So the house sat for a while. They come back and forth a little bit. But everybody always said like how much money they had and everything else. So then they go to short sale the house, sell a short sale. I'm like, pretty sure that you guys show your financials to short sale a home. They go mortgage on. Because they don't have as much as they said. So anyhow, the people that bought it got a great price on it, just over $1 million. Which for that house is as big as ours. Great deal. So the people bought it, and the guy's a contractor, and his wife's he's like a lawyer with Wells Fargo.
Uh-huh.
And our neighbor just saw them the other day, the woman and her sister walking the dog, and her and her husband separated.
Oh, whoops.
And then she's
They
like,
just bought the house?
yeah. And I don't have any kids. They're old. They're probably in their 50s.
Uh-huh.
I don't think they have any kids.
That's not older.
Well, there's no kids in the house. Adult kids. But yeah, she's like, yeah, I didn't see that one coming. Or we went and bought a big ass house. Like,
Uh-huh.
getting out 9,000 square foot house. And then
Something
oops,
must have happened, like
Yeah.
the secretary or
Yes.
something.
separated like 6 months later. I'm like, oh, that.
Well,
sucks.
here's how that goes. Her husband was buying her a new house
Yeah.
to stave off
Yeah.
the upcoming divorce, and that didn't work out. So he's like, he tried to Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Although-
fix our marriage with,
Although he's a contractor, she's the attorney for Wells, so might be the other way.
we're going to fix our marriage with
Might
money.
be, yeah. But she's still in the house.
You know what
He's
really
not.
fixes it is having another kid.
Yeah.
That's how good my sister did.
That usually saves a marriage.
Yeah.
Ah! Oh!
Go here.
Man, those are terrible. I've got 25 with a 2.5 on it, so 27.5. Throw weight?
Go away. Under 30s.
All right. 2.5 pounds more. That's not girl weight. Okay.
Man weight starts at 30.
Oh.
Girl's not doing it.
Huh?
Technically, girl ain't doing it. You girl would.
Man weight starts at 30. What are you doing, Dave?
30.
30. Point that out. Just to point that out, man weight starts at 30.
What's up?
What up, head? How'd the SAT go?
Pretty bad.
Was it? Bad because you did bad on it, or bad because it sucked taking it?
Both. I probably got like half the questions right.
Now you know what to study for.
I didn't even finish 3 of the sections.
Oh.
They gave us 25 minutes to do 17 questions.
It's more than a minute a question. What were the questions on?
Math and reading.
2 plus 2.
They gave us
That takes a minute?
They gave us an hour for 47 questions, and like 6 passages to read.
Guess you're gonna have to pick up your game.
I can't. I
Read
have to.
faster.
I have to read the same.
I got a
thing.
0. I got a 0 on the PSAT.
Because you didn't take it?
Yes.
I have to read the same
Because-
thing like 4 times.
because
I just don't do it.
Every study on the entire planet shows that when you're taking standardized tests like that, no studying can prepare you or make you get a better grade. All these people take all these courses and stuff, or retake it over and over again, they end up getting within 1 point.
Yeah. I'm gonna do all that for 1 month. Dude, when I was in grad school, my girlfriend used to get so pissed at me. She was smart. She was
Well,
really smart. But
School stuff, you
it's-
mean?
yeah,
There's other
school
reasons.
Stuff. Yeah, not just that. Yeah, she was super smart. She went to Cornell, and the University of Michigan too, and then Western of all places. But yeah, she'd get hundreds on everything. I'd get, at that time, I was getting 93, 94, 95s. The graduates did 600 level courses, and it would piss her off. 'Cause I didn't study at all, and she would study, but she'd get 99s,
Right.
100s. I'd buzz in there, get like a 94, and she'd be like, "That's BS! You don't even study." She's like, "You studied, you get
So
100."
Jen got mad at me because I wasn't studying for my medical boards.
If you studied, you get 100 on every
She's like,
test.
"You're not even studying." I'm like, "I study every day." She's like, "You do not study every day." I'm like, "Go in the bathroom,
Yeah, all my books.
pull
They
pull
were.
up pull
His
up about a
flashcards were in
thing."
the-
All my flashcards were in the bathroom. So every
I
time I,
really
took a
thought he
dump,
was messing around with me.
she's like, "No way." I'm like, "Go in there."
Yeah.
Whole box of flashcards.
Unless you could just sit there.
There wasn't phones back
Or you
then.
could be like Brody and sit on his phone all the whole time.
Maybe
I've
you
had
should,
a
maybe you should
kid
do some math
in
on
my
the
weight
toilet.
training class that goes to the bathroom and he's in there for 30 minutes. Misses the whole workout. He does the first exercise and then he's in the bathroom.
Probably not even in the bathroom.
No, he's in there because I knock on there a couple of times. It's in the single
The
bathroom.
data usage. Is
I'm like, "Are you
The
okay?"
data usage is like 100 gig a month, all porn sites.
I'm saying he's probably getting some bicep and tricep work,
Yeah.
right? From arm action.
I don't. I just think he's in there playing video games or watching movies or something.
Do,
so
do
he
you
doesn't
hear
have to
any
work out.
music? Do you hear any brown chicken, brown cow music?
Nope.
I spent like 20 minutes in the bathroom in civics class.
So study.
I'm
I
like,
just-
last time I'm like, "Trevor, I'm gonna send the nurse up here if you don't get out of the bathroom."
Most of the time in civics,
Wrap it up in there, Trevor.
most of the time in civics, I say I'm going to the bathroom. I like use the bathroom and then I just like walk around the hallways for a little bit.
Maybe that's why you did go so good on your PSAT.
It's not on civics. This class is terrible.
They tell you say, "You study, you get 100." I'm like, "I'm good with the 94."
I have like
and
a
studied.
I have like a 95 in civics.
I'd rather have my
Pretty good with the 94.
free time and a 94.
You really think that an employer, at that point, I'm like, "You really think that an employer is gonna worry that I got 94 instead of 100?"
Well, that's like,
And then I told her, and I do know as much as you do. I just don't study to put it in my brain at that moment in time to recall it. Problem solving, I can still do it. So in the real world,
Huh?
I'll have
what if he's missing?
It's okay. I got Brody in there.
Well, just want to make sure he's in there.
Yeah.
I mean, all of these standardized, all those things, like none of those PSAT courses, SAT courses, ATC courses show that people do any better. The only thing you can do is actually take a course in test taking,
test taking. Yeah.
where it tells you like, if you don't know the answer, pick
I'm gonna
this.
help you to learn how to read the passages quicker and look for the important
Tells you how to like
information.
what to underline when you go through, so you know you don't miss. Like if there's a except, you make sure you underline it so you know you're answering the right type of question.
I tell you what, about the time I was a senior in undergrad school, Brody, this is for you. Maybe junior, maybe second term junior, is when I became a good student. It's when I learned how to listen in class and how to read the professor and figure out what was most likely that they were going to put on an exam. Same thing. It's understanding what they were trying to get across
Hey,
and
Rob.
highlighting that and taking notes on that. And not just trying to jam information in.
Probably want some lettuce.
Huh?
I need some lettuce.
I just gave him some just a few minutes ago.
Yeah, so at some point you become a student.
What's up, bud?
Oh, Dad.
It's not
Yeah.
just grinding up.
So we did a math quarterly
Rock.
exam or test. It was 30 questions. Everyone must have done pretty bad because she curved it by 5 questions. So my 77.
How many questions was it?
30.
30, you should curve by 5, like a sixth.
Yeah. So my 77 turned into a
15,
93.
16%, 16% curve.
Yeah.
So what'd you get? You had a 77, what'd you end up with?
93. That's better. I got a 77. That's better
She
than what
curved
most
it.
people had.
She curved it. Yeah. Wasn't one of those. I don't
And that-
curve.
We only took 2.
Yeah.
We
Our
only
teacher
took
better
2
than that.
hours.
I had a physics professor like that.
That's what I told him. I don't curve. What should I do? Well, maybe you
I
should
would-
teach better.
I had the number 1 grade in his class, a 97, and he gave me like a 3.7. I'm like, he goes, well, 100's a 4 point. No. A 99's a 3.9, a 98's a 3.8, a 99's a 3.7. I said, you realize your 3.7, which is the best grade in your class, and I have the best grade in your entire class, is actually going to bring my grade point down. He's
Yeah.
like, what? I said, this is going to destroy my grade point.
Yeah.
He's like, really? I said, yeah. He goes, well, what would be the normal? I said, like a 4 point would be like a 95, but at least the top guy in your class should be
A 4 point.
and then you can curve from there.
Yeah.
He's like, you think so? I'm like,
Yeah.
no question, dude.
Yeah.
Or I said, in most classes, like a 95 is a 4,
Uh-huh.
like a 90 is like a 3.8,
Yeah.
you know. He's like, I'm like, well, it depends, unless everybody's getting hundreds, but
Yeah.
clearly that's not the case.
Yeah.
D-bag professor.
Like, I took trig, it was like trig pre-calc, it was a class I like took. I placed into calculus, but I'd been in the military for 2 years, so I was like, well, I'll just start in pre-calc, the one below it.
Yeah.
And I got 103% out of 100% on the class, because he always give an extra credit on the test, and I'd always get it. And people walk away, you need to curve this, and the guy's like, there's a person in here who got 103 in this class. And I'm like, what?
But here's the deal. The only reason you don't curve is if you give over 100, you give extra points.
Right.
You get actually over 100%.
Right.
Then I can see the argument for the record is, well, you had a chance to get
Mom,
103% or 105%.
Mr. Ellis
extra,
just
so
went
the
to
curve
quarterly,
is
not part of
This
our
is your
grade.
chance. This is the
Because
curve.
we knew how bad it was going to
Yeah.
be on it.
This is curve.
But still, you can say, if
Said
it's
it was
one
one
dude who did it, you gotta
I'd
take
say
that
that.
into account. The
Well,
curve
before
still
Huh?
has to be like this, right? So you can't have one dude high and make
Yeah.
it curve out to
Well,
there.
there's definitely going to
That's the,
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
My,
said he's gonna
okay, my end of quarter grades. English 96, math 94,
listen, wait for it, Go.
PE 96,
wait for it.
Spanish 100.
English was,
English was a 94, 96.
how? How can you
Spanish
do better in
100.
Spanish than your own language?
You can't Google Translate English.
Why? Yes, you can.
Yeah,
Pretty sure
not
you
like-
can.
Not like the way you can with Spanish. And bio, I got a 93, and civics, I got a 96.
Well, this is pretty good grade.
Brody, I'm pretty disappointed in you. I expect better.
So you better get into a SAT course. I want you there every day at the Cillian Learning Center trying to get one more
And
point
I'll
on
do
your
it
SAT.
just as bad.
No, you have the potential to do 1 point better.
Oh, it's worth it.
They did the study on the ACT, which is like up to 33 or something.
Yeah.
They said taking a course, retaking the test, or just going in blind and taking the pre-ACT, the curve was 1 point. And some people actually took the course and did worse after they took the test. Some people retook the test and did worse, not better.
Oh yeah.
So they
It's
basically
the
said,
math.
Huh? She said.
basically from the thing it said, your knowledge base is your knowledge base. Just go in. The only thing that they showed to be beneficial is to take a course on test taking. Like go and do something to learn how to test take. Then you'll be, that's better. Because it shows you how to underline the accepts so you know what you're looking at. And you know, there's
Oh yeah,
strategies.
the stuff on that PSAT was nothing that we've learned.
Right, but standardized testing has to be done a certain way. Like they can't put like answers that are way off the board from what the real answer is. There's rules around standardized test taking. If you know the rules,
Yeah.
you can narrow answers down really easily.
Right, so instead of a 1 out of 4 chance, if you don't know it, you can have maybe a 1 out of 2 chance.
Right.
Right, 50%
And then they say pick the number in the middle.
That's how you do.
See,
Well,
saw
all
a
the
couple, and then it's-
colleges that Tucker was looking at,
Yeah,
that
that's
to put the ACT and SAT score in there is optional. So I guess if you did really well, you would put it in there.
Right.
But when they know you didn't do
some
well,
may know you don't do well.
No, you may just say you didn't even take it.
Yeah.
Why didn't
yeah.
you take it? COVID didn't allow me to. Not everybody. I'll bet you there's kids who who didn't even get to take it.
Yeah.
And it may not be because their school didn't offer it. Maybe because I didn't want my kids sitting in a big classroom with a bunch of people.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
So that would be my guess, is that people just didn't have the ability to take it.
All right, YouTube. That's gonna rack up our work. Blech. That is going to wrap up our workout today. We're going to be deadlifting tomorrow. You want to join us tomorrow?
Deadlift.
But thank you for joining us, and thanks for those of you guys that chatted with us. That was fun. And